Hello everyone. Always do your best. What you do now will harvest tomorrow. I repeat, always do your best. What you do now will harvest tomorrow. Welcome to Krishna classes. I, Mrs. Sajeevinod, teaches you English and the topic was going on tenses. So here, this is my third video and everyone can see my previous video what I have taught you. Okay, so I have started the tenses. I will just summarize it. I have started the tenses. I have told you the importance of tenses and I have taught you tenses, and we have three tenses: present tense, past tense, future tense. And for each tense there are four types of tenses. Our first type is over, second type is over, and right now we are going to learn the third type of tense. And the third type of each tense is perfect tense. So today we are going to learn present perfect tense, past perfect tense, and future perfect tense. So ready? Let's go. So here first we are going to learn present perfect tense. So before giving you formula, I would like to say that when we have to use present perfect tense. Present perfect tense is used when the action started in the past and it was going on, it's a continuous process, long process, and right now it has completed. And right now it has completed, right? So there are two actions will be there. Not two actions, I'm saying two methods are there. The first method, the action started in the past, okay, and a long time the action was going on and right now it completed is the first method. Second one, the action started in the past and a long time it is going on and maybe it will go in future also. Okay, in second method on some sentences, action started in the past, long time it's going on, and right now also the action will go in future. We don't have any definite time. At that time we use present perfect tense. Okay, I will give you the formula first and then we will go for examples. So here there is present perfect tense and the formula is subject plus has oblique have plus be plus object. So here I have written the formula subject plus has had plus V3 plus object. So what is has had? Has had is a helping verb. As we have learned earlier also, you can go through my previous video. Has had is a helping verb. And V3. Now what is V3? Okay, here I will write V3 is past participle. Past participle. Here it is. V3 is what? Past participle. Subject plus have plus V3 plus object. Okay, so you got it? Has had is a helping verb. V3 past participle. Okay. So as I told you earlier, present perfect tense, the action started in the past and a long time it was going on and right now it has completed and sometimes it will go in future also. So that time we can use past present perfect tense. So here I will give you some examples. Before that, singular subject has, plural subject have. Singular subject you have to use has and plural subject you have to use have. So I will just write it down so it will be easy for you. Singular subject you have to use has. Plural subject you have to use have. Clear? So singular subject has, plural subject have. So here I will give you the examples of singular subject as well as plural subject. Now a very good example I will give you. I have taught. I have taught English grammar English grammar for 7 years. I have taught English grammar for 7 years. So as you can see everyone, I have taught English grammar for 7 years. So when I'm saying about myself, I have taught English grammar for 7 years. From last 7 years, I have taught English grammar, and right now also I am teaching English grammar, and in future also I will teach English grammar. So the second method, the action started in the past. It's a long time process, and sometimes it will go in future also. Okay, I have one more sentence I will write here. Example, as you can see, we have completed our project. We have completed our project. Now second example is a first method. The action started in the past and is a long time process, and right now the action is completed. We have completed our project. Hope so you have understood present perfect tense. So let's now shift to past perfect tense. Now this past perfect tense, when you are constructing of past perfect tense, you have to construct in this way that the action started in the past, right? It's a long process. The action was going on a long process, and in a past itself the action completed. So whenever you construct a sentence, you have to construct in this way that specific time should be allotted. In that specific time, the something action completed. This way. Okay, might be you will be confused, so we will go to the formula first. Subject plus had plus V3 plus object. This is our formula. Subject plus had plus V3 plus object. For your singular subject or plural subject, the helping verb will be had. No issues. The helping verb will be had. So now, do you remember of past continuous tense? In past continuous tense, I have told you to make two actions. Was going, second simple past. So same thing it will be applied here for past perfect tense. There should be two actions are needed. Two actions are needed. Okay. First action should be had plus V3, right? Second action, simple past, or I will say V2, or I can say V2. Okay, second action, simple past. Now for example, I had already closed my tiffin box when my friend entered in my class. I repeat, I had already closed my tiffin box when my friend entered in my class. So I will write it down, you will understand. I had already closed my tiffin box. I had already closed my tiffin box when my friend entered in my class. So see, had already closed, first action. Entered, second action. first action, entered second action. So it is compulsory that two actions are compulsory whenever you construct past perfect tense. So whenever you construct past perfect tense, two actions are compulsory. First action had already closed. So already or just, these two words are adverbs. You can use it or you can't. It's not can't, you can or you don't want to. It's up to you. But in some sentences, you have to use this adverb because it makes the meaning, complete meaning of the sentence. And if you don't use also, it's okay. It's fine. Right? So this is the past perfect tense. Hope so you have understood this. So let's now jump to future perfect tense. So see, my dear children, in past perfect tense, you have learned that in past the action was there in the past, and second action means you're specifying that at particular this time the second action had completed. So one more point. See, in past continuous tense, I said that one vehicle was passing and the second vehicle just dashed in, or there was an accident. Means one action was going on and the second action just entered or crashed the first action. So that is past continuous tense. But past perfect tense, when action started and it stopped and then second action entered. So see, I will give you both examples. Okay. So I will write here and then I will erase this. So I will write here first and second two examples. So it will be easy for you. They had already closed the shop. They had already closed the shop when I went there. They had already closed the shop when I went there. Okay. Now second sentence, same of past continuous tense. They were closing the shop. They were closing the shop when I went there. Both, what I have done the difference, had already closed, here were closed. Now there is a little difference in the action. Okay, see the first one. They had already closed the shop when I went there. So when I went there, so that was my action. When I went there, the shop were already closed. It was closed. Okay, so the action means the shopkeeper already closed the shop and then I went. So this action was the first action. So this was already done and then I went. Okay, so they had already closed the shop when I went there. Second, they were closing the shop when I went there. It means when I went there, they were closing the shop. Means this action was going on. That means the shopkeeper is there and he is closing the shop. When I went there, I saw that he was closing the door. So then I can tell him, stop, I want something. Are you getting the difference? So first one, the shopkeeper is there and he is closing the shop. And this first one, the shopkeeper already closed and he went at his home and then I came. Or then I went. So what can I do? Shopkeeper is not there, so the shop is closed. This is the difference. Okay. You might have understood past perfect tense and this is past continuous tense. Two actions. In this two actions are needed as well as V2, that is simple past tense. So I will just erase this. So So here it is future perfect tense. Okay. So now, as we have learned in past perfect tense, that you have to specify the time, at specific time the specific action completed. So in future perfect also, you have to specify in future that in future in that specific time this action will be completed. Confused? Okay. So first formula, subject plus will plus have, will have plus V3 plus object. Subject plus will plus have plus V3 plus object. Will have completed. So here will have is compulsory. Now will has completed. Most you can use have, no issues. Okay. So here as it's a future tense, so you have to use this auxiliary verb will. You have to use this auxiliary verb will. So subject plus will plus have plus V3 plus object. As I told you, V3 is a past participle. Past participle of the verb form. Okay, this you have to understand. Past participle of verb form. In my next video, I will tell you the V1, V2, V3 and V4. I will tell you the difference between V1, V2, V3 and V4. Right? So here, subject plus will plus have plus V3 plus object. So whenever you construct the sentence of future perfect tense, so you have to specify the time. In that specific time, the action will be completed. For example, I will write here example. Rahul will have completed his homework Rahul will have completed his homework before the party. Before the party begins. Before the party begins. See. Rahul will have completed his homework before the party begins. It means the party will begin in future, and before the party begins, he will complete his homework. So Rahul told me that he will complete. So I am informing to you that Rahul will have completed his homework before the party begins, because he has promised me that he will complete it. So before the party begins, specify time, and the second will have completed. This action will be completed. Right? So one more example I will give you. So Rahul will have completed his homework before the party begins. Right? So one more example. Let me think about a good, beautiful example. Okay, for you all. It came in my mind. They will have gone to their relatives' home. They will have gone to their relatives' home at before 5 p.m. They will have gone to their relatives' home before 5 p.m. So before 5 p.m. they will have gone. So right now it can be morning. I have written p.m. So it can be morning. So before 5 p.m. So the time they might have gone. They will have gone. So they will have gone to their relatives' home before 5 So specific time in future, and the action will be completed. Means at that particular time the action will be completed. That you have to specify in future perfect tense. Hope so you everyone understood what I taught you right now, what I have taught you right now. Yes? See, what I taught you is the past tense, the action that happened in the past. What I have taught you right now, it means right now the action completed. So my action completed. So I will just summarize it. Present perfect tense, past perfect tense and future perfect tense. So all these three tenses are together so that you will understand the time. You will understand the time, how it is different. Okay, so in present perfect tense, the action started in the past and a long time it was going on, and the action completed right now in the present. Sometimes the action can go in future also. That is present perfect tense. Past perfect tense, the action started in the past and it's a long process. Second action also, it completed in the past itself. That is past perfect tense. Means in past perfect tense, like you are mentioning, you are telling in specific time the specific action completed. That is past perfect tense. I repeat, in specific time the specific action completed. That is past perfect tense. In future perfect tense, in future time the specific action will be completed. That is future perfect tense. In specific time the action will have completed. That is future perfect tense. Hope so everyone understood what I have taught you, right? So take care, and if you have any queries about the tenses, just write in that comment box so that I will also understand what is your queries. I am always there to solve your problems, right? So even though in this pandemic situation, don't stop learning, learn new things. As I told you earlier, my thought, always do the best. What you do now will harvest tomorrow. What you do now, what actions you are doing right now, the result of that actions will get you. If you work hard right now, of course you will get a good result. If you are lazy, not studying, relaxed, then that result will also get in future. You will be back and others will be front. Now you have to think about yourself, what you have to do. Fine? So all the best. Take care everyone. Sanitize your hands, wear mask whenever you go outside, and take care of yourself as well as your family.